There's no way. Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be talking about chapter 1007 of One Piece, titled Mr. Raccoon Dog, and I liked it a lot. I didn't do a reaction this week, and I kind of wish I had. But whatever happens, happens. So this chapter is one part about Chopper doing his thing, Chopper doctoring, and another doing what I think is a fake out. There's no way. There's no freaking way. Odin, no. Okay, let's just focus on Chopper. First of all, I love Chopper. He's cute. He can be very tough and very scary. And although I wish his monster point was still a little more scary looking, I do really like it a lot. And I'm glad that we got to see a good amount of this chapter. Well, I mean, it's named after Chopper. But I'm glad to see we got to see him doing something very specific. I feel like Chopper often gets thrown off to the side with even like Nami and Usopp, and they often don't do a whole lot. Chopper had some really good stuff in Enies Lobby, and he's had some really good moments, of course. I mean, really, all the Straw Hats have had some kind of good moment, but I like it when I see him in his element. He's a doctor. He is doing some stuff, and I really, really like. So, just to backtrack, Chopper has unleashed this mist of his own virus now. So all of the samurai and all of the beast pirates that were like getting turned into ice onis, they're all freaking out. Some of them are like, yo, we just gotta kill these dudes before they turn us into ice onis. It is what it is. And eventually Chopper finally shows up just as Boss Yogoro is about to get his head cut off, and he unleashes, what does he call it? He calls it the Chopper Phage Nebulizer. So it's Chopper, obviously. It's named after him. Phage is like, at least in part, virus or like bacteria. And then Nebulizer is like, it dissolves. It gets rid of. It's supposed to get rid of. So it's basically the Chopper virus destroyer of doom. And it's got this really cute, like, I don't know, bunny? It's a cute face in the cloud. It's like a mushroom cloud that comes out of it, out of the cannon. But he basically decided, yo, I can't inoculate all these people with like regular means, so I'm just gonna make my own virus in the same way that that Queen made one. But this one's gonna take out his virus. So he basically just sets off this giant mist cloud and cures everyone. And meanwhile, like, while he's working on this, Queen is basically like, yo, all you pleasures and waiters, you guys can go. And they are very surprised. I'm not surprised that I'm kind of surprised that they're surprised that like Queen and like probably King and Kaido and everybody up top would be like dickheads about it. But they're all surprised and they're like, yo, what the heck is this? And I'm glad that Queen brought it up that like they are not getting any more smile fruits. So all the waiters that are like waiting, literally, they are waiting for nothing because they're never going to get smile fruits again because Caesar Clown is gone, Punk Hazard has been destroyed, and the factory at Dressrosa has been destroyed. Everything is just gone. The means of production are dead. So Queen is basically telling off the waiters and pleasures, telling them that they're basically, their only true purpose at this point is to die and turn other people into ice onis. And they're not taking that very well. So once Chopper gets on the scene and cures everybody, they're all like, we with that guy. We're with this guy. So there's kind of, it's weird because it's like, you have, I forget who, like, it's Tama and Nami and Usopp who have like, they've turned a bunch of the gifters against Kaido's crew, and now we have a bunch of pleasures and waiters to also turning against Kaido's crew. So everybody's converging on this one point. So we'll end up being basically just like Big Mom's crew, or what's there anyways. Kaido himself, the Calamities, and some of the Toby Ropo, whoever's left in the end anyways. So basically that's just going to be them against everybody else on the island. So that's really actually pretty exciting. Queen is shooting his mouth off and doing what he does, And eventually Marco flies up and basically grabs him, and it's kind of a small panel, but it's like, oh hey, he's like, yo, Chopper, give him a pop him in the face or whatever. And Chopper's like, yeah, and I have one more thing to say. I'm not a raccoon dog. And he goes into his monster point and he smacks Queen across the face. And I don't know if this is going to be the end of Queen, but I would love to see Queen in his full Brachiosaurus form, or at the very least in like hybrid form, against Chopper in his monster point form. It would be an awesome fight. I just want to say that. But the thing I really wanted to react to, and I'm sad I didn't, is everybody like gasping because it's like they're all calling him a raccoon dog. They all call him a raccoon dog. So you have like Marco and a bunch of like the samurai and Yakuza and Hyogoro and even like Drake being like, oh, sorry, like because they're all gasping. One of the things that I think Oda's been doing really good in this arc as a whole, like the Wano saga, is like these reactions, these close-up facial reactions to things happening. So like you had like back when Luffy like first showed up in Wano and was like causing trouble, and you had like all of the people that were on Wano, like his crew, seeing the newspaper, and the like big double chin, like triple chin, like reaction, like. Ugh. So I love that he's doing all these like goofy reactions, and at the same time, Chopper did something really really cool. So I like that a lot. So once we move on from Chopper and his whole dealing with Queen, we kind of get some stuff with Momo and Yamato and Shinobu, and they're running through, and Momo's kind of having another like not mental breakdown, but it's like he's kind of feeling bad about everything that's going on. He's not really much of a leader because he's still a kid. It's not really his fault. But Yamato and Shinobu are trying to like cheer him up, and that's when he turns into a dragon, crying, and it's a little bit of a goofy thing, but ultimately we get more of a point, and we learn a little bit about his devil fruit. So we get after we get the shot of him transforming, we jump back to the Cypher Pole Aegis Zero, and they're chit-chatting, and they're just doing whatever. Apparently they don't care about what's going on outside. But they're chit-chatting, and they start talking about how when Kaido was captured by the government, they had actually extracted his blood and his like genes, and Vegapunk had made a devil fruit. And I knew immediately that it was going to be Momo's, but like there was apparently it was considered a failure because there was just nothing, there was something about it that just wasn't working, and we know that because it's like Momo doesn't have really any control over his devil fruit transformation, and maybe that'll change eventually, but at this point it's like, oh, he clearly doesn't have it's not like the other devil fruits where it's like they may not have like all of their moves, but immediately upon eating a devil fruit you basically have a certain amount of mastery over it. Momo has basically none of that. So it makes sense that like the devil fruit that he ate would be considered a failure. It was a artificial devil fruit, but it was made using Kaido's blood well, not maybe his blood, but his genes, rather than like all of the other smile fruits. And apparently the government doesn't know that Momo ate it. Like I don't think he's transformed in any significant way in front of other people other than like the Straw Hats. Honestly, I don't know if he's ever transformed into in front of Shinobu. Her and Yamato seemed very surprised about the transformation. So I wonder if this is the first time he's transformed in Wano? I honestly don't know. Either way, it doesn't appear that anybody really, other than our main characters, know that he can transform. So it's interesting to know that they're worried if it were to get out. I wonder if there's some kind of implications about its failure. Is there more to it being a failure than just, oh, there's a lack of control? Is it the kind of thing where it's like once Momo grows up, he'll be as strong as Kaido because he's got that going for him? It's kind of an interesting thing. And also, that begs the question. So, hold on. No, I just had a brain blast and it kind of hurts. They took Kaido's bloodline elements to make the devil fruit, which means that he is actually a dragon, like a literal dragon, and the devil fruit that he ate, like the koi fish or whatever it ends up being, is different entirely from what his dragon form is. Unless it's like mixing it up. That's right. Isn't that so? He is actually a dragon, and it's not. Oh, he ate the like mythical fish fruit that turns him into both a fish and a dragon, like in the old folklore stories. He is an actual dragon that also has the devil fruit to turn into a fish, and he just hasn't used it yet. Well, now he's turning into his like hybrid form. But either way, that I didn't even think about that when I was reading it. Huh. That would imply that both, which would explain why Yamato also has horns, because it's not like you can inherit devil fruit aspects, right? So it's like, yeah. Either way, there's a huge emphasis on it being a failure of a fruit. And I'm actually really excited now that I'm thinking about this. I want to see what's going to happen with Momo and the devil fruit, and when other people see him transform. I want to I want to know more about Kaido and Yamato's backstories and their bloodlines now. The last couple of pages, I don't know how to feel about. So last time we saw the Akazaya 9, they were all really messed up, and there was a shadowy figure hovering over them, healing them up. And we don't know who that could be. It could have been Toki. It could have been somebody else entirely. We don't know 100% who it is. But I have a hard time believing that Odin is going to come back. I think he is dead. I think he is dead, and that this is some kind of trick. I do not see him coming back. Suddenly he just appears at the door and he's just like, I've missed you guys. You're much older now, huh? And it's like, I don't know. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I think it's a fake out. There's no way. There's no way that Oda would be this, like, I mean, what would that imply? Would it, like, Toki is like a weird nexus character, because it's like, can she exist in different periods of time, or is she always one single point moving forward until she jumps again, and then she no longer exists in that period of time? Time travel is dumb. I hate time travel. But could a past Toki save him? But then that would be like multiple timelines. There's no way. No, there's no way that Odin is back. There's no way. He died. He had such an amazing death. There's no way he's going to come back. If anything, maybe this is Bone Clay. I don't know. I mean, like, maybe Bone Clay got out of Impel Down and he's just like, yo, guys, I'm back. I'm doing some stuff. But there's no way. There's absolutely no way that Odin is back. Maybe Toki's around. Who knows? We don't know 100% if she's dead. And I'd be more than willing to accept that. I just don't see Oda. I don't see Oda having Odin die in such a spectacular way, in such a meaningful way, and then suddenly he's just like, oh, he's back. For whatever reason. So I don't know about that. Okay. So I think I've covered just about everything. At the very least, I've covered the three like main sections. So we've got Chopper doing his thing, and also I forgot to mention Chopper has such a cute little face. Just as he appears to save Hyogoro, he shows up, and it's like he's all sparkly and clean, and he's got like his bright eyes, and he's so cute. Anyways, that's about all I had to say about this chapter. I liked it a lot. I thought it was a spectacular chapter, especially for a chapter that's not every chapter needs to have big action moments where they're doing whatever, and there was some action or whatever in this, but like it's a lot of like crowd action in this one, with the exception of Chopper smacking Queen across the face. I really hope, like, I don't think Queen's gonna go down after that, but I really hope that Chopper and Queen go after each other and like really start fighting in like a big monster kaiju battle. But that aside, this chapter was a lot of like important dialogue and some important like shots in general. Like I don't think Odin's coming back, but we'll see. But like especially with like stuff with like learning about Momo's fruit and like why it works the way it does when every other smile fruit basically like creates like a horror show. I just liked it a lot. I would give this probably, I mean, I don't typically give rankings, but if I was gonna give a rank, I would probably give it like a 9, like an 8.5, maybe 9 out of 10. I liked it a lot. That's it from me. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments section, and if you enjoyed anything I had to say, make sure to leave a like. I would greatly appreciate it. I will see you guys in another video. Bye-bye. Oh, God, it's 2 weeks until we get another One Piece video.